In 1975, Kodak invented the digital camera. Then they locked it in a drawer for 20 years. That one decision vaporized a $30 billion empire, and it's the exact mistake smart people are making right now. To understand how big this failure was, you need to see how big Kodak was. By the 70s, they sold 90% of the film in America. They didn't have customers, they had a habit. Every birthday, every wedding, every vacation ran through a yellow box. The money was so absurd, their hometown practically ran on Kodak paychecks. 145,000 employees. Executives weren't asking how to win, they were asking how to protect what they had. And that question is what killed them. December 1975. A 23-year-old engineer named Steve Sasson bolts together spare parts in a back lab. The result is ugly. The size of a toaster, 8 pounds. It shoots a black and white image, 0.01 megapixels. It takes 23 seconds to save it onto a cassette tape. But it needs no film, no paper, no chemicals. Sasson carries the future of photography down the hallway, into a boardroom full of film executives, and shows them the first digital camera in history. Their response? That's cute, but don't tell anyone about it. Here's why. Kodak didn't really sell cameras. Cameras were cheap. They sold film, over and over, at insane margins. The classic razor and blades model. Digital didn't threaten a product. It threatened the entire machine that printed their money. So they buried it, filed the patent, shelved the prototype, and went back to counting film profits while the clock started ticking. Now here's the part almost nobody knows. In 1981, Kodak's own researchers handed executives a report predicting digital would replace film, and even estimated when. They had roughly a 10-year head start, in writing, and they used that warning to do nothing faster. While they protected the past, Japanese electronics companies raced ahead. By the 90s, digital cameras were on shelves. Kodak had the patents, the money, the brand. Everything except the courage to compete with itself. Then the 2000s hit like a wave. Phones became cameras. Film sales didn't decline, they collapsed. The stock lost over 90% of its value. Factories closed. Tens of thousands of jobs gone. January 2012. The company that owned photography filed for bankruptcy. They auctioned off their patents, the same technology they'd invented, for a fraction of what it was worth. Meanwhile, their biggest rival saw the same future and pivoted into cosmetics and medical imaging. One adapted, one protected, only one survived. So what's the lesson, besides don't be Kodak? Netflix killed its own DVD business before someone else could. Apple gutted the iPod with the iPhone on purpose. Winners cannibalize themselves. Losers protect the golden goose until it's cooked. So ask the uncomfortable question. What's your film business? The skill, the job, the comfort zone you're defending. Because the people who reinvent themselves early don't just survive the wave, they ride it. Next, the company that laughed Netflix out of the room and turned down buying them for $50 million. That story's on screen now. Subscribe, because the next collapse is always closer than it looks.